And I remember all the clothes. That was the most exciting thing, because there weren't clothes for teenagers in those deep, dark days. And they used to send us all these clothes from the States, and we kind of rifle through and pick out these amazing, wonderful, flared and suede and all of that stuff.
Gillian, we've had text messages coming in with people remembering the show, and one of them was, "What about the clobber? What about the clobber that was worn by the kids?"
It was great.
Brutus shirts, Levi's, all the gear that you. So that's interesting. So that used to get sent into the show, did it, by the manufacturers?
It was sent from the States because when it was broadcast in America, they were the sponsors for it. And I remember the great thing was some shoes called Keds, which were unlike anything that we had over here at the time in terms of kind of trainers. And they were wonderful. I loved those. Actually, I wanted these Keds all the time. I thought they were fantastic. But yeah, the clobber was incredible. But my favourite one, and I don't know whether this track has made it onto the CD.
Come on.
My favourite track is a song called Fat Ladies, in which all the boys...
Oh, yes.
Cross-dress.
Here you go. Whilst you're on the line, let's give you a burst of this. Is this you singing?
Yes. Oh no, yes, it's me, but some session singers.
Be a little place to live in without them. I don't know what I do because fat ladies make the world go round.
Fat ladies make the world go round.
Yeah, I mean,
you couldn't get away with that one today, did you?
Could you? It was so politically incorrect. It was unbelievable. And I was cross-dressed as a bellboy, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So, you know, the whole thing really was heaven, I guess.
Yeah, but I have to say that all the boys were dressed up as fat ladies. So, I think if you think you have problems.
Yeah, no, I remember your lipstick, Michael. It was good.
Gillian?
Yes.
I'm going to make you slightly blush now. We've had a few texts and emails coming in saying you were a bit of a first crush for a lot of boys.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, hey.
Do you get anyone coming up going, you know what, I did have a bit of a thing for you back in the day?
Well, funnily enough, I got a letter fairly recently from somebody saying this, and then they said, could you send me a photograph of you, or if you've aged too horrendously, one when you were young? I would just say I didn't reply.
Michael, do you still get... Excuse me, mate, are you... I just have to ask, are you...
It's worrying because lots of people say, oh, you haven't changed a bit, which I take that to mean that I looked like I was 50 when I was a teenager.
I've got to say, being this close to you, it is a bit odd because you do look very, very similar.
He hasn't changed.
He hasn't, has he, Gillian?
He hasn't changed.
A lot heavier with grey hair. That's the main... Well, there are lots
oh, yeah, well, we all have that one.
There are indeed lots of differences.
Listen, guys, I can't tell you, it's been an absolute thrill having a chat with you. And you know what? It must be quite a special feeling for you to know that against all of the, you know, the problems that have arisen out of it and why people can't see it anymore and things like that, it still is held very, very closely to a lot of people, and it's very, very much part of their growing up as well. Is that something special for you?
Yes, definitely. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great feeling, and you're part of people's kind of childhood experience and what they remember. I guess the only thing is you just think, it was a hell of a long time ago. You know?
No,
but I mean, the fact is, I came in this morning thinking, oh, this is ridiculous. I mean, who's going to buy this? And I've been told it's already sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
No, well, I was saying just before we went on there, I was explaining to Michael that, you know, I know of record collectors who have tried to hunt it. The only pressing they can find is an Israeli pressing. That's the only pressing that existed at the time, probably because of contracts and things like that. So now it's back. Here come the double-deckers, ladies.
Well, you know, all you have to say to them is they just have to kind of make us an offer and we'll be there.
Did you ever get any money from Israel?
Israel, no.
Well, Gillian, Michael, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us. It's Sean Rowley sitting in for Robert Elms on BBC London 94.9.